What's going on, guys? Big up to Hex here, coming at you with episode number whatever of Ass Hex. The reason that I wanted to do an Ass Hex, which is something that everybody does, is because I wanted to try out this new camera and I wanted to give you guys a couple of answers. So let's get started. Jason, aka Slurp, please asks, why is Nate Shot so cute? So gosh darn cute. And that's an easy answer, right? What makes him cute is like you think about like the many reasons, and you just try to pinpoint one of the reasons why, so you don't, because you don't want to lie, so you want to tell the truth as to why he's so cute. So I guess you start thinking about all the attributes. You start thinking of his facial features and his hair, and then you start to see you start to see why and why he's so cute, right? So why is the question that you ask, and the answer is simple, right? Because it's Wesley Phillips asks, have you yourself ever played in a Call of Duty tournament? And the answer to that is simple. Does this look like I've played in a Call of Duty tournament before? Huh? River City's finest 3v3 champion, Call of Duty 4, a game that actually took some skill, scalable as it goes along. So yes, I have played. I did compete at one point. I was good. I still to this day believe that if I stuck with it, I was okay. Reps 891 asks, if you had to take 3 things on an island with you, what would they be? If I'm answering this just to be funny, I would obviously say electricity, internet, and a taco truck. Can you imagine tacos and coconut water? That doesn't even matter. Like, shit. Internet and oh, god damn it, how do you watch the internet? I don't know. So yeah, but I mean, if you're asking me in truth and reality, I would take a desalinator. If you don't know what it is, it's a device. It's a compartment thing that you throw in seawater, and through the desalination process, I can't tell you. I don't want to go into it too much, but you pretty much get rid of the salt. You have nothing but water. You boil it, you drink it, you're good. What else would I bring? I would bring flint to make fire, and I would also bring. I would also bring a food truck, taco truck. Liam asks, what are your thoughts on Killa and Mboze going at it on Twitter or something along those lines? It's bound to happen, right? I try to make a team work, right? I told them, you gotta qualify for X Games. You gotta qualify for X Games. In fact, I'm gonna fly all of you. I'm gonna fly all of you out to the Optica so we can take advantage of the host and host ramp people and at least qualify, right? Top 8, make it into the thing. Make it. Qualify, please. They decided not to do that, and then I put it to them. I told them ahead of time there's going to be team changes if they didn't qualify to X Games. And typically, I wouldn't care if they lost or didn't, because losing is part of the game, right? It's what happens, especially at this level of competitive play. But due to the fact that some of them wouldn't work, I put it to them to make a team change, and they all unanimously agreed. All 3 of them agreed on getting rid of Killa. Unfortunately, me, I love Killa. I've been a big fan of Killa since Killa was never even would have considered to join Optic. I think he's funny. I think that he's got a bright future if he chooses to go into some sort of entertainment. Because when you're entertaining, just saying what you say on a normal basis, like, is the key to success. I told him to take it out. I told Mboze to be a little bit more mature and take it off Twitter. I literally drove to the house as soon as I saw that shit happening. I texted him, I'm like, yo, get off Twitter. Because I told him to get off Twitter. When things like these happen, you want to lay low, right? Because everything's going to bother you, right? Like, I realized long ago that no matter what decision you make, it's the wrong one. Somebody's going to be mad. So it's just a matter of making the decision that you think is going to be the best one and then go from there. And as far as people saying that I Mboze this, I kicked Mboze off for the first time. Okay, then I brought him back when he outplaced the original team that we had because of chemistry, and then we tried it again because second chances are second chance. I'm willing to do that, but I don't like it. I don't like when people argue on Twitter, especially when you're friends and you have such a good time. And they squashed the beef now, so everything's good. I really hope that Killa will continue to appear in some of our videos because he's definitely belongs in front of the camera. Javi J Silence asks, "What are your plans for the basement?" Well, let's go take a look at it right now. All right, so we're now in my basement, and I'm gonna give you guys a tour of what I think it is that I wanna make or do in the basement. But I'm also gonna put a link to a downloadable template of what my basement looks like, and maybe you guys can help me design it, because I am kind of lost. All I know is that we're gonna finish it out, and then we're gonna get started. All right, so let me give you a tour of what I wanna do. And so this is where I imagine the living room to be, right? If you look at the floor, like this area, it's like an indentation to there, and then it goes like in, and then you have this wall, which I'm imagining that I'm gonna put couches there, right? And then in that wall, I think is where I'm gonna put like the TV right here, and over here where I have all the mess. Let me show you guys some secret stuff, right? We actually just got a new storage space, so all these Xboxes that are usually in there are in my basement right now, and I gotta move them. But check this out. What you guys know about that original advertisement poster? Original, right? That's like, I'm gonna frame that and I'm gonna hang it up like somewhere. But this is where I wanted to here. Let me hold up. Original stand-up advertisement for Call of Duty Black Ops from 2010, right? Crazy. I have original, that's unopened. That Call of Duty Ghost thing's unopened. I have more memorabilia somewhere around here. But anyway, so maybe this is where I'll do the studio, like the green screen, the streaming stuff studio. Entertainment part, bar. Well, we have a fireplace already, so that's cool. So here is where I'm thinking that I'm gonna make the living room area. I'm gonna put a bathroom in this area. Right here. And then if you walk through here, that's a central vacuum center. This is where I usually work out when Mike Flamesword goes out of town and I'm on my own and I just got something to do. So this room, I don't know what I'm gonna do with. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing again. Dudes, I'm putting a link for a downloadable template in the description to see if you guys can come up with some cool concepts. I doubt any of you have like any 3D modeling where you can actually do the wall thing, but give it a shot. Well, as you guys saw there, those are my plans. And the link to the template is going to be down there, so hopefully you guys can come up with something cool. And yeah, I'd appreciate it. I mean, I have a very good imagination. Obviously, I'm an artist, but when it comes to like figuring out what goes where, especially with that much space, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to. I mean, aside from like having a TV room and a sports bar, and I don't know. I need your help. So hopefully you guys can help me. And I'm not asking you to decorate the whole thing. I just wanted to say, yo, put a couch here, pool table here, measurements fit, this works. So yeah, if you want to take a jab at it, go ahead. I'd appreciate it. And if I end up using your stuff, I'll thank you somehow. And I'm not talking about that type of thank you. I'll send you some stuff. So yeah. Tifo says, Hex, if you had to pull off a heist, which one of the Optic members from the house would you pick and why? 100% Flamesword. He's little, he's very athletic. You can pretty much stuff him like, picture Ocean's 12 and the little Asian dude that they put inside the carriage. You put it in the cart with all the chips, and then he got out of there with this thing. He flicked them off and said, yeah, I'm in here. And then he did this flip, like, legitimately, Flamesword can do that. That, and he's so little you can fit him in like a vent. You can fit him in your purse like a chihuahua. And yeah, I think that I'll be the brain of the operation. I'll be controlling him like a video game, right? Like Splinter Cell or something. Like, hold up, don't go there. Go through the vent. Go through the vent. Something like that. So yeah, I think Flamesword would be the guy that I would pick, simply because of his nimbleness, if that's a word, and his ability to bend. How would I know that? I don't know. But yeah, flinch. Kyle at Smokey says, if you had to fight 4 guys over your girlfriend, which 3 optic guys would you bring with you? So it's gonna be 4 on 4, obviously. So I would go with Assault, the Halo dude, big ass dude, big dude. Now whether he knows how to fight or not, that's something else. But when you have that type of dude like with you, just flexing, it's all about presentation, right? You're posturing. So if you bring him, I'll bring Diesel because he's a Viking and he's tall as fuck. He's got long arms, so I mean, even if he doesn't know how to fight, as long as he's throwing jabs and keeps them at a distance, at one point or another, he's gonna land a good one. And I would bring Nate Shot because I would want to see how he acts in a fight. I would. I'm a mean friend sometimes, but I would. He wouldn't have to get too hurt. You know, I would jump in at one point or another. We'd have his back, but I would like to see that. Him or Mboze? Can you imagine fucking Mboze fighting? Oh my god. All right. Yeah. So that's who and why. Daniel Stacy asks a serious question. He says, Hector, at what point did you move from Mexico to the United States? I think that it was right after 7th grade. I passed 7th grade and I was going to go into 8th grade. So in that little interim, that summer is when I came to the United States. No English, didn't speak a word of it. And then I went into 8th grade here in the United States, only knowing like one person, which was my cousin. And that's it. I didn't know anybody else. I had to make good friends. Luckily, in Chicago, like the Hispanic population is very high. So I did have people that would translate for me. But even then, like I'm not gonna be a burden to these people. Like I gotta learn. So every day, one of the grammar books that they gave us in ESL, English as a Second Language, I would do 2 pages every morning. I'll fill in and I'll memorize the word. And I would try to incorporate that word into one of the words. And my broken English was like horrendous. So people would make fun of me. And at that point, I decided I'm not gonna have an accent. So it took me about a year to get rid of it. It was pretty much just exercises I would do, and mostly just watching American television. Bart Simpson, to be exact. That's how I was able to enunciate and pronounce certain words and got rid of the accent fairly quickly. It's all mental. If you decide to do something and you want it bad enough, like I did, I didn't want to be made fun of, so I'm not that guy, and I didn't want to be a burden, so I'm not that guy. So I put it on myself and I learned it. So I was around 13 years old, to answer your question. Thanks for asking. Venom15 asks, would you rather be in constant pain or constant state of itching? Or have an itch? Pain is a little bit harder to manage, right? Because it's your body trying to survive and letting you know that something's wrong. And unless you heal it, I mean, you can put ice on it and try to numb it, but it'll always be there. Now, itching, I mean, who doesn't like to scratch themselves? I know I do. I scratch my armpits all the time without it. Like right now, my armpit didn't even itch, and I'm scratching it. It feels so good. My back scratchers. I mean, who doesn't like to scratch? Like it's almost being scratched. And here's a new business, right? For those of you who are looking for new things to do. Instead of having a massage parlor, why don't you have an itching parlor? Think about that. A scratching parlor where you just go and get your back scratched. Think about that. Holy crap! I just blew my mind. Yeah. So I think that I'm gonna go with itching. Scratching feels good, so that's what I would do. And last but not least, Tanner Davis 11 asks, would you rather have a toe tongue or tongue toes? I'm gonna go with tongue toes because you can hide them. It's the easiest thing to do. And can you imagine a toe in your mouth? Doesn't look good. If you guys enjoy this video and everything about it, I'm looking at you. If you like the quality, if you like the shirt I'm wearing, which is no longer being sold, limited edition. Should have copped it when you had a chance. I don't know why I said that. Well, you should have. But anyway, I'm looking at you. Do not leave without leaving a like. Until next time, guys. As always, this is Dr. Hex. Smile. Peace! So, why is the question that you ask, and the answer is simple, right? Because so.